There's, I guess, a few questions, and when you're talking about the point, and you give it a number 3, for example, and I guess I'm just trying to work out in my mind, because that's just a completely hypothetical, and I'm trying to work out how that relates to the practical that we're talking about. So can you bring it into real terms with what we've got with the Chi-O and the holograms and how it relates to that?
Sure. Well, let's look at how it manifests. Yeah, that's a really good question. Let's look at this chart, and it'll make a little bit more sense how informational fields are primary and manifestation levels are secondary. So if you see in this chart, it looks like a pyramid, and I put at the very top of the pyramid soul. This would be consciousness, or if you go back to what my description was, before there was any information and there was all of nothingness in space, and there's just one point in space, but it has no meaning or no designation or no scalar, that would be considered the soul level, consciousness level, the part that is eternal, that is not affected by anything that goes on down here in the physical world, or at least in terms of life and death. So that is an eternal point in space. The next level is what we would call, I put it on the chart here as causal archetypes, or as the blueprints. Basically, they are the blueprints of all of manifestation. In quantum physics, we call it the possibilities, the realm of possibilities. So at the causal level, you have everything that's possible that can happen in any universe, or all universes, or in all of life. All of those possibilities exist simultaneously at the causal level. They're just not manifest, but they're at an unmanifest level. And according to quantum physics, all of those exist right now. It's only that this particular possibility that we're experiencing right now, this probability, this actuality, is manifesting and holding its form right here, right now. But all of the possibilities blink in and out of existence, they figure about 50 billion times per second. But there's a subtle attractor that holds this particular reality into form that we're experiencing right now. So the next level then is where I place the scalar level, the informational level. So we've got all of the possibilities, but nothing is manifest. So as soon as we give this multiple trillions of possibilities some information, like in my case, we gave it the number 3, it creates a subtle attractor and starts creating a gravitational field around around this nothingness in space. Now, in terms of superstring theory, now we're talking about string theory, going beyond quantum physics. They say that these small vibrations in space are basically not, there's no thing there. There's no manifestation there. It's just a vibration in space. And from the spiritual studies, we all know that that spiritually, all ancient masters have said the world is made up of vibrations. That's what it is. And now string theory is coming into a line with what the spiritual masters have taught us for many, many millenniums. So this informational level is called the scalar level, and it starts attracting around itself and implying then from one-dimensional space into two-dimensional space, like I talked about, the vector. And so then that's when the vector can come into play. So the next level now, we have 2 points, we have two-dimensional space, and this is where in string theory you can get 2 of these vibrations to cross one another, and when they cross, that's what they think are the subatomic particles, or the photons. So when 2 vibrations cross, they create a nodal point in time and space, and so now we've got three-dimensional, our first level of three-dimensional space. We've got 2 strings that can interact from two-dimensional spaces into three-dimensional space, and we've got a photon or a subatomic particle, which is a misnomer because they don't really think it's a particle anymore, but it's a stabilization of this cosmic energy, of these vibrational points. So
just an energetic node, really.
Exactly, it's an energetic node, And so every time they try to find a smaller one, they will find a smaller one because there isn't any particle there. They're looking for the absolute primary particle, which doesn't exist. It is energy waves, or not really energy, but vector waves interacting with each other.
So is it information waves then?
Well, the information is the primary, and then when you get two informational fields, you have a vector wave. So that it's not even a wave at that point. It's just a direction in time and space. You've got a two-dimensional space. But to be able to have a three-dimensional space, you've got to get two of those vectors to cross, and that's what basically a subatomic particle is.